Salute to Generation X. I want to give y'all flowers, man. I am honored to be counted amongst y'all numbers, man. We are some soldiers, man, and we do not get enough praise for it. We are the reigning kings and queens of resilience. We master and march through all landscapes. We are the bridge that bears the burden between the old school and the new school. There's a lot on our plates. For the first time in forever, people in their 40s and 50s are faced with a daunting task that no one before us really had to deal with. We have the distinction of being the first generation in forever that more and more are being expected to be responsible for three groups. Now, the first group, that's understandable. If you're in your 40s and 50s, you have to start really paying attention to your parents. They're getting older, they're retiring, they're having health problems. We have to be there for them. They looked out for us, and now we have to start looking out for them. That's the natural order of things. But increasingly, and unfortunately, we also have to still be responsible for our grown-ass kids and their kids in a lot of cases. So there's three groups. It's a lot for us to bear. Nobody gets you. The boomer generation doesn't get you because they're ornery and they're mean. And then your kids, your grown-ass kids, they are no help. They want you to take care of them and won't lend a hand and help you with the grandparents. So your parents' generation, you're stuck having to take care of them. And you're stuck having to take care of the generation after you. And in a lot of cases, their kids. And the whole time you have to listen to people whining about their freaking feelings. And they look at you like you're some kind of way flawed because you don't get that luxury. We've heard that shit 1,000 times. Don't get mad with us because y'all used to get spankings. What? Huh? It's basically, don't get mad with us because y'all came up with structure and boundaries and discipline. That's basically what you're saying. But now we have to be conscious of everybody's feelings. My feelings are hurt. My worth has been tarnished. We have to take in consideration the opinions of every freaking swinging dick and titty that pulls one out of their ass. Even when it's ridiculous. We don't have time for it. And we have enough on our plates. How many of you single moms out there are in your 50s and you are the complete breadwinner, the complete go-to person as a woman? You're responsible for the grandparents. You're responsible for the kids. Half of them still staying with you. You got to take care of the damn grandbabies. You the one still pay the mortgage. You the one still pay the insurance. Ain't nobody barely helping you. And when they do, you got to fuss at them to do it. How many of you Generation X's are dealing with that shit? Our parents' generation want to deal with that. You've been out on your ass. Quick, fast, in a hurry. You don't get to just sit here and play video games all day and smoke weed. That's not happening. Our parents never had to deal with that. Our parents never had to deal with a 36-year-old dude still staying at home with his mama, barely holding a job down. His credit score is a frowning face, and he still expects to help him with his bills. Our parents never had to deal with a daughter who got 6 kids, 4 baby daddies, and expecting the grandparents to watch all them kids while she take her 32-year-old ass down to Miami for a City Girl concert. We're responsible for every damn body. Generation X, the movers and the shakers, the nuts and bolts, the glue. We are the supervisors, the homeowners, the taxpayers. 9 times out of 10, if something on your job or something in life where somebody got to give you a green light, most times it's going to be a Generation Xer. Somebody that was born between 1965 and 1980. And we don't get our flowers. We are expected in 2021 to coddle every damn body. Almost everybody that's a complete freaking lunatic gets to point back to they didn't get enough hugs as a kid. Generation X's, we can't wrap our brain around none of that shit. I played football all through high school. You know how many games my dad came to? 0. You know why? Because he working his second and his third job on Friday nights. He ain't got time to do that shit. Got to keep the lights on, got to keep clothes on our back, and got to keep food in our stomach. Never held that against him. That's how things were. That's what a man's supposed to do. You do what you have to do to make sure your family is straight. We didn't have the luxury of being sensitive. That's what helps us be the backbone right now. We watched the space shuttle explode on TV, and guess what? We're right back to class. They didn't shut the school down. The kids are traumatized. They didn't do none of that. We left home and was gone all day as kids, playing. Parents didn't know where the hell we was. All they know, we outside playing. The only rule is, make sure your ass is home before when? The street light comes on. And you was good. We were resilient. We were self-sufficient at young ages. Not saying we perfect, Generation Xers, but we're strong. At this particular juncture, Generation Xers are in a weird position. And dealing with all the other bullshit that life dumps on our door. And we getting older too. We have health problems too. The younger generation looks at us and says that we're the reason they're fucked up. Because we didn't give them enough of exactly what our parents didn't have to give us. So when you get younger generations coming at you telling you, well, you're the guy, you guys are the reason why everything is fucked up. I need you to stop, breathe, look around you. Look at all of what you own. Look at all of what you've accomplished. Look at all of the burdens that you currently bear. I want you to reflect on your downs. I want you to reflect on your highs. I want you to reflect on the experience and the time that you have put on this earth. And I want you then to look at that person who has not done a freaking fraction of what you've done. And I want you to tell them to go fuck themselves. They're trying to be where you at. You're not trying to regress back to where they at. And I want you to find comfort. I want you to find comfort in not giving a fuck about what the fuck they talk about. It's very liberating. You got enough on your plate than to be stressing and fanning at gnats. You got shit to do. People depend on you. Society depends on you. So again, to my Generation Xers, anybody born from 1965 to 1980, here are your flowers. You are very necessary.